Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today we're talking about Teen Wolf Season 4, Episode 3, and the episode's called Muted, and finally I'm doing Teen Wolf reviews on time again, so I'm fully back from my hiatus, so hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's talk about some Teen Wolf and what happened this episode. We get to see a laid-back episode Teen Wolf. We get some lacrosse tryouts, some Kira and Scott moments, and maybe a new werewolf, because you get to see 3 new characters. One character who is some supernatural creature that likes eating people. Not a zombie, it doesn't seem like, but they don't say the name of the creature in this episode. But that's one of our new characters. He died in this episode, it seems like. Not sure, I'm pretty sure he did die in this episode from the Benefactor. And then 2 other characters, seemingly completely normal teenagers, trying out for the lacrosse team and might actually become captain because they are so good at lacrosse. So Scott and Styles are a little suspicious about them, and Scott tries a little bit too hard and breaks this guy's ankle. And then during the hospital there's this big moment between that new creature and our new character, and then our new character in the lacrosse team, and Scott ends up biting him. And will our new character become a werewolf, and will this be the first person that Scott ever turned? And how is Scott going to deal with this? What did I think about this episode? I liked it. I did like it. I thought it was a really solid episode, even though it's a little bit of a filler until we get to the end, because we do have a lot of fun moments this episode, which I feel like is something we needed. Yeah, it's not as fast-paced as other episodes, but that's what I liked about Season 4, and so far about Season 4. It's a very laid-back season. Of course, we have all of this Benefactor stuff going on with the Hales, but there's a lot of great character moments, because there's room for character moments. Being in high school, joining the lacrosse team with Kira, or trying out for the lacrosse team. A lot more buddy-buddy moments between Styles and Scott. So I like that it's a little laid back here. I don't want this for every episode, but it's cool to have every once in a while a filler episode, even though this wasn't really considered a filler episode. That's the best way to really put it. A filler episode for Teen Wolf, which Teen Wolf really rarely has filler episodes, because there's always something going on, and still something happened in the end of this episode. And now let's talk about the Scott thing. What do I think about Scott biting somebody? I still think there must have been something with that guy, you know, our new character, because like Styles says, like, he should have been ripped apart after Scott tackled him during the lacrosse team. So what is he? Is he gonna be a werewolf, or is it something like Kanema, where maybe he has something in his blood, where he could become something else with a werewolf bite, or like Lydia, when she got bit, she wakened up to her banshee powers. So will this person become a werewolf or something completely different? Because he is something completely different. I think that's the big question. I know there's questions. Will he die? Probably not. I think they introduced him for a reason. But it is a question, is he going to be a werewolf, or is he going to be something else? Or they even said were-cheetah, but I think that was more of a joke in this episode. But who knows? The ironic thing of Teen Wolf. I think the fun moments for this episode was Malia and Kira. I thought they were really fun. Again, really heightening that Malia doesn't really know anything, because she's an 8-year-old trapped in a 6-year-old's body, because she lived in the woods for most of her life, so she doesn't know math. So I think that's a really interesting thing about her character, and they really heightened that in this episode. I thought, even though we didn't get to see a lot of Malia, the parts we saw really heightened that she hasn't been a teenage girl for long. Kira joined the lacrosse team and not telling Scott yet. Really fun moments. I can't wait until the first game and Scott actually finding out Kira's on the lacrosse team. I think that's really fun, and hopefully we get a really great dynamic between all these new characters on the lacrosse team and more lacrosse team stuff. Because Coach in this episode was awesome. He was the MVP of this episode, having a lot of Coach lines. Usually we have Coach lines here and there, but having Coach back, really full throttle in this episode. I would say ever since Motel California, we really haven't seen a full throttle Coach episode. So it's really great to see him back. I thought that was one of the best parts of the episode. So yeah, really solid episode. I could have used a little bit more Lydia, but I know I think next episode or episode after, we're going to see like a whole Lydia Banshee episode. So very excited for that. But yeah, really solid episode. I liked it, and I thought it was better than last episode. I had complaints with last episode, so this episode was fun, and I hope we get more of this. I don't want to see it every week, but I would love to see more of this. fun moments, that we don't have to have everything suspenseful throughout the episode, but we can have some fun moments in the high school, because they are still high school students. So I guess we'll see what happens in the next episode, and of course I'll have a review for Teen Wolf next week. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant Situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.